has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hoy vamos a ver un juego que se llama Darkest Dungeon. Un juego que se va de Game Pass el día 30 de enero del 2025. Ya lo había jugado hace mucho, no me acuerdo de qué trataba, pero quería el link. Perdón ustedes si lo repetí otra vez, es que por cualquier clic o cualquier cosa se va el intro. Es lo único que no me gusta. Por ejemplo, yo grabo a veces pues, cachitos, ¿no?, de algo, y pues tengo que apretar cierto comando de teclas y pues se va. Pero me gusta cuando una cinemática pues aprieta R durante 5 segundos o algo así, o aprieta E, no sé qué, y ya, ¿no? Y en este caso pues con cualquier clic se nos va. Vamos a jugar un poco antes de que se nos vaya el día de hoy, la noche, ¿no? Y pues vamos.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet...
Que está repitiendo la misma canción.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Y como ven, pues nosotros apenas llevamos el prólogo y nos faltan todas estas partes. Vamos a ver otro lugar.
Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Esperen un momento. Pues vamos a march.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
another abomination cleansed from our lands.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. A dizzying blow to body and brain. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
this is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. And now, the darkness holds dominion, black as death. Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place. Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose. Fear and frailty finally claim their due. More dust, more ashes, more disappointment. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. An eternity of futile struggle, or penance for my unspeakable transgressions.
No lo logré. Así que pues nada, fue un vistazo de Darkest Dungeon. Un juego que se nos va el 30 de enero del 2025. Y de hecho ya creo que es desde 2015, ¿no? Decía ahí en YouTube. Así que nada. Muy bonita la animación, el estilo gráfico y el gameplay pues no me interesa mucho, pero ustedes lo quieren jugar, ya saben, a través de Game Pass hasta el día 30 de enero. Si no, pues lo pueden adquirir en Xbox, no sé si está en Steam o en Epic Games. Así que nos vemos en un siguiente video. Hasta luego.